mistaken, you're the lone veteran at that Leo spot. What's that kind of been like for you? I know you've been working with BY the last couple of years, but what's it been like for you taking on a leadership role and trying to bring those young guys along?
Well, I feel like last year I kind of realized that BY was going to be gone this next season, and so I kind of felt like I needed to step up at that point then. And so this at this point, it's not just about just bettering myself, but bettering those around me. And I figured that out over the past couple of seasons, and so it's just about bringing those young guys along with me because I'm not going to be here next year just like BY wasn't here this year. So that's what it's about for me, making sure they're ready to lead when I'm gone.
Patrick, you were a young guy at one point, like James and Josh and Caleb. What do you try to tell them, or are you talking to the guy? Or you just kind of try to lead by example?
I do try to mostly lead by example, but if I can grab them one on one, I just try to tell them to, just to stay calm. Get what you can get out of this. Day by day. Don't let the mistakes get you down. Don't let hard days get you down because they're gonna come. And so I just try to make sure they're prepared for that mentally. They already have it physically, so.
Adam, and then Vince.
At the Leo position, what's sort of the secret to getting sacks and getting a pass rush there? How much of it is natural ability and speed off the edge, and how much of it is sort of understanding the defense?
Well, I would say in this league, everybody's fast and everybody's strong, but I would say it's your will. I would say it's your strain. How are you gonna strain? Like if you get beat on this block, are you gonna try to beat it, or are you just gonna stay there? It's just about how are you willing to finish? Are you willing? And that's what it comes to down at this level. Everybody is already physical. Everybody's already fast. Everybody's already strong. So I feel like that's what separates.
Vince.
Roman, if you guys improve in a lot of areas defensively, how much can that maybe change the types of things you guys do defensively, whether it's schemes or calls that Coach Banks can go to?
Well, of course, with more knowledge, you're able to do more things. And so what we've been working on is just trying to practice on new techniques and new defenses so that we're able to go to this defense, that defense, to keep the offense guessing. So it's just about growing our knowledge right now, and that's what we have been doing, and you'll see something.
Anything else for Roman? Vince again.
Coach Garner mentioned that you've had a good camp. What specifically do you feel like you've done well and improved?
I would say my overall game and just my approach to the game as well. I'll say I've tried to work on my technique. I feel like I was already fast and strong and all that good stuff, but my technique and how I use my hands was the big thing that Coach G is always on me about, using my hands. And so I worked on that this this fall, and just trying to make sure I know the playbook like the back of my hand, and I already do because I've been in it for a couple years, but there's always going to be new plays, and so just making sure I'm prepared for anything like that. That's all.
Wes.
How much have y'all tried to push Elijah Simmons to kind of take things to the next level? Because y'all seen his best highlight clips, or he kind of changes the line of scrimmage quickly. What's been the key to try to get him to do that more consistently?
Oh yeah, and I apologize, guys. I just got out the shower, so I'm very hot right now. But no, we always knew that Elijah had it in him. It was just all on what he decided to do with it. And this fall, he's grown in leaps and bounds, and we're ready to see what he's about to do because he's been hearing things that people say about him and what we tell him, and he knows what to do at the end of the day, and we're just gonna let him do that.
Anything else for Roman? Vince? And we'll take one more after that if anyone's got one.
Going up against the offense, what do you see in Joe Milton now that he's the guy on that side?
Oh man, it's just like he's just way more dialed in. The way he played the game is a lot more faster than it was in the past couple of years, I would say. And I just feel like that's because he's comfortable now. And as the season goes on, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some great things from him. But from the day-to-day that I've seen from him, he's grown exponentially, you know, from his accuracy. You know, people saying he has a big arm and they're worried about his accuracy. I feel like that's grown a little bit from what I've seen. His play recognition, you know, recognizing the defenses, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. So, you know, and I'm not a quarterback coach, so I couldn't tell you everything, but I feel like his play has gotten better.
Last question, Wes.
It seems like this team sort of has a real confidence about it, you know, maybe not like an arrogance, but like a confidence that y'all feel like you're going to be there, you're going to be competing for championships. How is that, when you think about early in your career to what things are now, is it kind of crazy to think kind of how far things have come and where y'all want to take this thing?
Oh yeah, man. You know, I can't talk about too much in the beginning, but you know, Tennessee became what I wanted it to be without me having to say a word, and that's a big up to Coach Hype. And you know, a lot of, you know, with the last stuff, I would just sit back and watch everything. And you know, this staff, you know, they bring you in more. You know, it's more of a family type of environment. So, you know, we pull each other along and we bring the best out of each other because we expect the most from each other, because we ourselves are giving that. So, you know, we expect to win games, we expect to win championships, but you know, it's going to come day by day. We know it's going to come with the hard days. We're going to have to work every day for it. Our technique, our plays, you know, knowing what you have to do, it all ties into it. And so we all know that as a group, and under Coach Hype, you know, we just expect to win.